When you are marketing yourself, building a brand, whether that's personal brand, e-commerce, software as a service, whatever it is, at some point you're going to get to the point where you need to get visible. You need to start marketing your brand. And the number one question that I hear from my students and clients is, which social media platform should I pick? My name is Kate Putnam, psychology-driven brand strategist. Have been doing this for over a decade, have had the honor and privilege of working with hundreds of brands one-on-one and thousands of students in my branding courses and programs. And my answer may surprise you. First thing, when we are choosing where to market ourselves on social media is to limit our focus. Give yourself permission, truly, right now, write yourself a permission note if you need to, sign it, stick it up somewhere where you're going to see it, that you do not need to be everywhere. Your business is about more than just marketing yourself. You need to do more in your life, in your business, than just this constant treadmill of creating content for social. We need to limit our focus so that we can be more effective and we're not overwhelming our entire day and to-do list with social media related tasks. So limit your focus, decide right now with me, right here, right now, comment below. I give myself permission to focus on one, maybe two platforms. Once we've done that, our second choice is to consider all of the different platforms and think about the intention of the users on each platform to match up with the way that we like to create content, the way that we want to do business. What do I mean by this? Common advice says that you should pick the platform where your ideal clients are hanging out. So look at the demographics, look at the age range of these different platforms and use that to make the decision. The thing that I've run into with that advice is there are billions, and even if not billions, the small, unpopular platforms have millions of humans on each platform. So chances are your ideal client is present on no matter what platform you pick, your ideal client is going to be there. There's going to be more people that are not only a fantastic fit for you and your business, but more people than you could possibly serve. So lean into a state of abundance. It doesn't necessarily need to be the perfect platform, but it needs to be the perfect platform for you. And one of the ways that we match this up is thinking about how users actually use the platform and what they are trying to get out of the platform being on it. For an example, if you're on Pinterest, you are gathering inspiration for some visual project. You are maybe using it as a discoverability tool to find interesting articles to read in relation to topics that you're searching for. Or maybe you're collecting like things that you want to try, recipes, workouts, 30-day challenges, those types of things. Again, it's search driven. So we know that whoever finds us is finding us based on keywords that they're interested in. And they are collecting inspiration with the intent to take action. Similar for YouTube. YouTube is a search-based social media platform where people are searching for answers to the questions that they have. So on Pinterest, we would be creating content that gives people something to try or some type of visual inspiration. Here on YouTube, we are answering people's questions. So if you want to create content that answers people's questions, YouTube is a fantastic place to do that. On Twitter, the intent of the users there is typically some entertainment. So like people love the snarky pessimism that exists on Twitter. People go there for in the moment live news. So maybe the content that you're creating works well for that timely based, like short form updates or jokes. On Instagram, people are looking for pretty pictures. They're looking for entertainment, I guess, if just like passive scrolling. It's not so much the intent of the user to like click through. That's just not part of the way that people use that platform so much. So evaluate each of the platforms, use your own behavior as a indicator of this, and figure out where you want to be. I think that a lot of people on Instagram are shopping or they have been in the habit of shopping, even if that's not their original intent, because it is a visual platform. So people get served visual ads and they tend to click through and buy products or buy beauty things or buy stuff like that. So ask yourself, how am I using this platform? Is it in alignment with the way that I want to show up as a business on whichever platform that I pick? Personally, I like to be on platforms where people are searching for content. It means that my content has a greater chance of being found, even if my own audience isn't millions of people. If I create really great optimized content that either answers somebody's question or gives them some useful inspiration, then it's going to have a positive benefit on my business. So for this reason, I really love YouTube and I really love Pinterest. I don't so much love Facebook and I don't so much love Instagram because it's just not as much of a natural fit for the content that I'm creating. That doesn't mean that it's not going to be a great fit for you, but it's not for me personally. Next thing to ask yourself is, what is my joy meter when it comes to the different platforms that are possibilities for me? Again, because there are millions of people on each platform, we get to turn inward instead of looking outward and ask ourselves, what do I actually enjoy doing? Do I enjoy creating videos? Do I enjoy dancing around and making like short TikToks or reels? Do I enjoy writing long form content? So maybe I'm going to show up on Medium or on my blog or some other place that rewards long form text content. Do I love to talk to people, or am I like a verbal processor? Should I have a podcast? Ask yourself what would be the most fun and do that. Because the most important thing about social media strategy is that it's sustainable for you, not that you're following the latest shiny object or the latest trend. So what lights you up? What would your 7-year-old self get really excited about doing? And then my final piece of advice for picking a social media platform is to know your why. Why are you marketing on social media? Yes, people tell us that we should, but why are you doing it? This is where things get a little bit interesting for me. So there's 3 marketing functions to move somebody from cold to a happy paying client. We need to attract new people who've never heard of us. We need a place to nurture them, to build a relationship, build the know, like, trust factor. And then we need a place to sell to them. Now, almost all of this in my business is done without social media. I know, whoa. Without organic, like constant content creation on social media, because the attract piece that I lean on really heavily are 2 things. One is setting up ads on social media. So yes, it's still on social, but it's not me having to be there constantly. And then I also love being on other people's audiences. I love getting access to other people's audiences, whether that's a podcast or a YouTube interview or a like guest expert spot in somebody else's membership or course. That's amazing. I almost always say yes to opportunities like that. Other people use social media for that attract function. I do it a little bit here on YouTube. So the reason I'm showing up here is because I want to build my body of work. I want to grow an audience of people here who are interested in entrepreneurship, psychology, and branding. And it's a way for people to discover my work if they haven't found me yet on a podcast or haven't been served an ad. So it's like kind of a 3rd prong approach to attracting new people. And then my second focus for it is the nurture piece. So the best nurturing in my business happens on my email list. That's where people actually consume the most content. It's where they decide to buy different courses or products from me. However, I need to be able to send them something, and I like to be able to share with my email list when I have a new piece of long form content here on YouTube. So it gives people that are already introduced to my brand a chance to learn something new. It gives me a chance to demonstrate my expertise. So I'm also nurturing and I'm keeping that in mind. And then finally, you need a place to sell. So for me, this happens completely off of social media. I do my selling either on sales calls or in like free challenges or masterclasses. So I don't have to use social media to sell really at all. So ask yourself, of those three things, what are you expecting your social media to do for you so that you make sure that you optimize for those results. The way that we optimize for a particular platform is we learn how it operates. We learn what the algorithm is looking for, or how to align our content to the keywords that somebody might be searching for, or how to make our content more viral if we're showing up on a platform like Facebook or like Instagram that's not as search focused. For every single platform, there are quirks, there are weird things, there are tools and settings and techniques that need to be optimized for whatever your goal is. So at that point, once you've made the decision, okay, this is where I'm focusing my energy because it fills my joy meter, because the content that I want to create fits the intent of the users on that platform, I've limited myself to one. Now I'm going to learn how to optimize because I know that I'm trying to either attract new people or I'm trying to nurture the people that I already have on this particular platform. And now I'm going to go out and I'm going to invest in a course, or I'm going to listen to an expert talk about how to maximize my results on this particular platform. I hope this helps. It was a little bit of a unusual answer. The typical thing says, oh, if you're looking for women, you need to be on Pinterest. If you're looking for young people, be on TikTok. That's true to a point, but it's incomplete. I hope everything that I taught you here in this video is giving you the extra detail to make a confident decision. Let me know in the comments, which platform are you going to focus on? What is your primary platform? And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so that you get more videos on branding, entrepreneurship, and psychology. I can't wait. I'll see you in the next one.